Welcome back to the channel. My name is Judith. I'm the sewing expert at Closet Core Patterns. Today I'm going to show you how to cover buttons with fabric in two ways that you can use when you want to have a matching button for your garment and make it super special. So the first method I'm going to show you is with a kit. So we have this one. You get all the little tools and the two-part. And you need to make your button with the top and the shank for the bottom. So I'm going to show you how to use it. So first of all, you have to decide which size of button you need. So here we have the size 24. So I made a little template because I didn't want to cut in to the cardboard to keep it for later. So I chose my size, and then I'm just going to draw the circle on my fabric and cut it out. So when you have thicker fabric, it's best to use a bigger button because you're going to have more place to put the fabric inside before putting on the shank. Here I only had a smaller size, so you'll see that it's a little harder. So with smaller buttons, you want to use thinner fabric. And if you want to use thicker fabric, you're better off using it with a bigger button. And these buttons with the shank in middle like this are great for garments that you're going to use a lot, like a winter coat that you're going to take off and use regularly. So here I just put my fabric and my little top, so I can show you here like this, and then I put my top, and using my little tool I'll just push my fabric in with the top of my button. So this one I have thick fabric, so you have to really push it in. So you see it's harder because my fabric is thick and I have a small button, so it would be way easier if I had a bigger button. So I'm just going to clip off the excess. And you just want to push the fabric inside like this and put your shank on top. And using your tool again, you just want to push it in like this. Okay, so I pushed my shank in, and then you just have to pop your button. And you have a beautiful button that's covered with your fabric, and you have your little shank to sew it in. The second method I'm going to show you is doing it by hand. So you can take any button with a divot inside. So you really want it to have like a kind of a crater inside. So when you put your fabric around it, it's going to go in that divot, and it's going to be way easier. You'll see, I'll show you. So find any button. Those are buttons I had for my kids making necklace. You can also use pieces of wood and cover them with fabric. So what you want to do is take your button and your scrap of fabric and cut it bigger than the button. So you trace your fabric, you want to double the size of your button. So I'm just going to go by tracing it like this, and then you want to cut around. And we can trim after if we have more than we need. So you go like this. Okay. And then you take your button. So you want to take thread that is, like this one is button thread. You can also use top stitching thread for denim or upholstery thread. You want something that's pretty sturdy. And you're going to do like a straight stitch all around your circle of fabric. Like you don't have to hold your button like this. Okay, so I sewed all around my button, and then I can grab the beginning of my thread, like the little knot, and I can grab the rest of my thread and just pull so the fabric comes together. And I'm just gonna push it in, just like I did with the kit. I'm just gonna grab all my fabric and push it in the little crater I had in my button, like this. And I can sew around again, but making my stitches really close together so that all my fabric stays in the middle. So you can sew like this. And I really want my fabric to stay together. I like to do like the crisscross. So I'll anchor at one point and I'll go the other way and grab some fabric. And I'll do the same thing, go the opposite way and grab some fabric to make sure that all the fabric is pulled and that my button looks really nice on the outside. So I'll grab some more. So you can do this like back and forth and doing like a crisscross all around. Usually I do it until my thread is too short to continue. Okay, so now you can see all my fabric is really tight in the middle, and it makes it, because I used a button like this, it doesn't make it like a big dome. Like the fabric, the excess fabrics really goes into the little crater I had in my button, so it makes it like really flat. So now I just want to do like a couple of big knots just to really secure it. And if you want, you can also put a little fray check just to glue everything together. Okay. So now I have my beautiful button. I can show it like this. The underside looks pretty ugly. So what I like to do is add a little piece of lining to make it look like really nice and finished, like this. Or you can put glue or sew a little piece of felt if you prefer. This one I'm gonna add a little piece of lining. So you take just like a scrap of lining you have and you do a little circle again. Since you only want to hide the bottom, you can make it the same size as your button. So this technique makes your button looks really nice and it looks a little couture. The only downside is you don't have a shank. So if you want to sew it, you're going to have to sew it through the lining like this, which makes it less sturdy. So I would recommend this method more for decorative buttons instead of buttons that you would use on a coat or like a winter coat that you take on and off. So these are more because you want to make it pretty. So you'll just do the same thing to put your lining. Just going to grab one thread because I don't need all that strength for this one. It's just to hide the underside. So you just want to put a little bit of your lining underneath and then start sewing all around. So you really want to push like a little, couple of millimeters of the lining under, and then do a little stitch. And you're going to do this all around just to hide the underside of your button. So when you did it all around, it's going to look like this. And like I said before, when you're going to sew your button, well, you're going to grab only the lining, or if you put some felt under it, so it's less sturdy, and you want to use it as a decorative button. So that's how you make covered buttons two ways, and you can embroider them, you can add little sequins, you can have fun with it. Show us what you make, and like and subscribe. We post every Friday, and see you soon, and happy sewing!